Rare Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
Erk. That was probably the next, like, you know what I'm saying?
Doing what song?
All of that, from right here to Nerd's Eye View till 2000. This was crazy. Kreayshawn got a deal because of Erk. People don't know that.
What?
So how'd that go about?
Erk had a meeting with Interscope, and we were supposed to come down to take the meeting. It happened to be the same day that Gucci came out. Erk did a show in Fresno, and something happened, and he couldn't make it to the actual meeting. So I had to go to the meeting by myself. She just happened to be with me. The video had just came out. So when we go to the meeting, the interns are like, "Oh shit, that's the girl from the video." You know what I'm saying? Woo-woo. So they're like, "Oh, that's the girl from the video." So she takes a picture with an intern in Interscope, and I think she posted on her Twitter, like, just fucking around. Everybody see it. So now they calling me like, "Oh shit, y'all taking label meetings and all that shit," and the shit just went hammer
That's
from there.
crazy. So
Early
so
on,
what did y'all was at Interscope?
Mm-hmm.
What did they do? Did they jump in the bidding war too?
No, it was funny because they were there for Erk. They were mad. They was more upset.
They was like, "Where
Erk
Erk at?" Yeah.
He wasn't listening to nothing. It was funny. They was not listening to anything she was talking about. I played the music and they didn't give a fuck about that.
Is that right?
I leave and then I end up taking another meeting with somebody else. Like literally, they see us because she posted a picture on Twitter. I guess the motherfucker's like, "Hey, what's up?" So we take like 3 meetings in like the next 2 days, and then they call me back at Interscope like, "Hey man, we gotta," and I'm like, "You know what? It's cool." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wanted to, like, because you work with so many people, right? I wanted to kind of run that down, but like in no particular order. Like, so for instance, we're talking about Kreayshawn, right? And we had Kreayshawn and Erk. We talked about Fab, but like Kreayshawn. Well, let's talk about Erk, right? Erk The Jerk made these songs, right? These eccentric songs to me for the Bay Area, especially for a nigga from Richmond, and I thought that shit was amazing. Like when I first heard him, I said, "Damn, a breath of fresh air. This is exactly what we need." It was almost kind of like how the Michigan area Detroit rappers now, like the Pac-Mans and how they rap realistic about shit. That's how I felt like he was. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like, damn, this a real dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like a hood nerd. I don't know what he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess at that time a few people had been out, like the Wale's and Lupe Fiasco type niggas, but we needed it.
Yeah, the first time I heard Erk was, remember he had that song Dumb? He was dissing the hyphy movement.
Exactly.
And it was so accurate, and I always felt as if like I played a major role in it, and it was kind of like,
I liked that shit.
Right, you know
I loved it when I first heard it.
Yeah.
And from that point and hearing him do other things, and then that point to right here, right? You was managing it.
Yeah, the whole time.
Where did, like, because to me, Erk should have went from right here.
Right.
Like, I felt like all kind of shit at once. I felt like this nigga is an amazing songwriter.
Incredible.
This nigga is an amazing artist. This nigga is really one of the producer. I'm like, this
and
nigga.
And the music is commercial.
Yeah.
I'm like, this nigga is one of them ones. But I also felt like, and this is just an outside assessment. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but he seemed not having his feet planted in no particular thing. Like,
that's not what it was. There's 2 things that happened with Erk: bad luck and just being a good father. Like that Interscope situation, I think it would have changed everything because they really wanted to sign him. Like it was literally a fluke. You know what I'm saying?
There was no way to go back and rekindle not showing up for that meeting.
What happened was, he caught a gun case that night leaving the show when he was supposed to go to the whatchamacallit. So it's like, it looked like you stood up the label. We can't say he caught a gun case. You know what I'm saying? And in their mind, there's nothing that we can't say.
Except nowadays, that's damn near marketing. But
it is. But the thing is you don't want to look irresponsible. We can't say he's actually in jail right now. We're trying to bail him out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just haven't processed him yet.
Right.
So there's that. And then Erk made decisions based upon his family, not his career, which is, he's a great father, and it's really hard to be a great father and a great rapper because
that's exactly what I kind of meant by not being planted. Like I meant like I never seen him as a complete artist.
No, he's a complete artist to the extent.
He just seemed like a nigga, like a nigga that make music.
No, he's a nigga that make music, and he's everything an artist should be. But the one thing he's not is he's not faking anyway, but he's also not willing to compromise. He was never willing to compromise his family for a chance to be a big rapper.
And for me being
so that means like, no, I'm going to be there to take my daughter to school, pick my daughter up from school. Like, yeah, we got this show. That's cool and all, but I got to be back because this is important time of her life. You know what I'm saying? This is important time of my son's life. So he was just a great father. So this is the thing about Erk people don't realize. He is responsible for so many things, not only in my career, but in a lot of Bay Area artists' career, that they don't even realize. You know what I'm saying? Like from so that album, Nerd's Eye View, which to me is probably one of the greatest albums ever made from the Bay Area and one of the most underrated albums. Period.
That's just so fire.
That's how I was introduced to Sue and Pilo and all of them. The Invasion, because they had produced on it. So he kind of helped. You know what I'm saying? He helped them, and you seen what Sue and Pilo and them have gone on to do. His attorney at the time when we was working on deals, because there was other deals we was working on before that, was Damian Granderson, who's probably one of the biggest attorneys in the music industry and the only owner of an all-black firm. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met Damian through, you know what I'm saying, through Erk. So like, and not only that, just he changed what people's perception of making music for the Bay Area, but also making national music. He made national music that sounded national, but he didn't compromise anything about being from Richmond or being himself in the process. So if you listen to Right Here, if you listen to Hands Up, if you listen to any of those songs, like you can play them anywhere in the world and you're going to feel it. But you also, if you play it in Northern California, it's real specific and it also makes you feel like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So he, like I said, he's still making great music. So
that's what I was about to tell you. See, so my evaluations as a hip hop fan, and when I see him with Grand National, right, he seems very happy and like very content because it seems super intentional. Like him being the leader of that, me knowing Brookfield Deuce, me knowing Champ Green, a couple of other guys in that group. I go to all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fans of those guys separate, and then I'm like, damn, they came together as a collective. This is tight. Like, you know what I mean? Like because that's what I think music got away from. Without saying I need to make this big old bag.
Yeah.
Because all of them niggas got them songs in them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see Brookfield Deuce make a song like the Dre Grant song and direct the video, which was amazing, song, video, everything. Like people don't even really know the hip hop elements in that video, from him getting his hair braided like Snoop to being on the roof, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they did. He's intentional about his hip hop too, and for them dudes coming together, like they not trying to be like what everyday rap is. It's like taking it back to the times of what Hyro was doing and all them niggas. Like I called him like a modern day Hyro. You know what I'm saying?
To me, that's just the evolution of Erk, because he always made great music.
Right.
And it's just I think that his issue had always been sometimes you're just too ahead. And also when you can't put somebody in a category, it makes it difficult for people to, you know what I'm saying, to even kind of understand like what it is. But like I can't think of a whack Erk The Jerk song.
What category would you put him in?
I would put him in just a hip hop artist that is great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like to me, he's no different.
I always look at niggas like who would I book them with? Who would I like to see these niggas lined up?
Yeah. At any point in time, you could have booked him with J. Cole. You could have booked him with Kendrick. But he's also been on bills with Fab. He's been on bills with, you know what I'm saying, whoever else. So he can cover so much ground.
Yeah, because he got the hood shit too. Yeah. Man, shout out Erk, man. Man, we love what you doing, man.
He taught me a lot about just because he always has and made music from the place of I want to make the best music. Not like you said, I'm not trying to make a bag.
Right.
Oh, it's going to be for
That's
radio.
What he is making his music.
Bitch is going to love this. It's like, no, I'm going to make the best song. And he's confident, also understands it, and people are going to like it, but I don't have to conform to anything or do anything because naturally he's just really good at it.
And I'm going to be honest, as a fan, I'll be mad. Like, because, of course, I wanted 17 right here.
Yeah.
I did. Like nigga, like I want another one. Drop another one of them. You know that's what when we ride our
we want
car.
back to back.
Yeah, but artists are artists and they got to be themselves to express.
But you also have to look at Erk The Jerk. The first song, you know what I'm saying, I'm dumb. Everybody's going hyphy, he goes against the grain.
I'm dumb, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right here, everybody's doing this shit, he goes against the grain. So, you know what I'm saying? He's always gonna do that, and it's refreshing, and the music is always really, really, really
always good. Yeah.
But like I said, he can sleep at night regardless of what happens, and his story is not even close to being done. He can sleep at night because he's lived you know what I'm saying, a good, comfortable life.
Oh, and let's not forget,
great relationships with his kids.
He is a photographer.
Yes.
Artistic director type nigga. Like this nigga ain't, he multifaceted.
Yeah.
So we not just talking about a rap nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This nigga do a lot of shit.